Hello, Cameron Brock here for Heartland College Sports, and right now we're going to look at the Baylor baseball team. This is a baseball team that has gone through the transition to a new head coach. Steve Rodriguez, now entering his fourth season. He's done a tremendous job at Baylor. Came from Pepperdine, his alma mater, a place where he won a national championship as a player, took them to a pair of super regionals. Steve Rodriguez, excellent coach, and that is exactly why I'm not worried about this lineup. They've lost Aaron Dodson and Matt Menard, two huge players in their lineup from last season. Well, Steve Rodriguez, he's a he's a guy that knows how to hit. That's why he's successful. He got drafted into the MLB in the 90s. Pepperdine wins a national championship in 1993. He was the player on that team. So Steve Rodriguez, excellent hitting coach. He knows what he's doing there. I'm not worried about this lineup at all. They got some young guys there that will be great fill-ins. David Wenzel, 301 average last year as a freshman, eight homers, and 34 runs. Shea Lancheliers will be a great replacement for Matt Menard, 313 average, 10 homers, 43 runs, and 38 ribbies. Those are some quality stats. I'm not worried about this lineup at all. Add in the fact that Richard Cunningham also had a 306 average and 5 home runs. His team's got some power. They can hit for average. And he knows how to get this team to run the bases as well. Baylor is going to be fine on offense. I think they scored more than 10 runs at least 5 times last year. One game they scored 21 runs against Kansas State. Uh, the lineup, not worrisome at all. Troy Montemayor, stellar closer, 2.10 ERA last season, 25 appearances, 12 saves, 29 strikeouts compared to just 9 walks. That's about a 3-to-1 ratio right there. Over 3-to-1, in fact. And he did not hit a single batter. So Baylor's goal this season is to shorten the games. They want the games to they want to get to the bullpen as quickly as possible. They can match bullpens with other teams. What they can't do is match starting rotations. This is their starting rotation, and let me tell you, this is probably the worst starting rotation, at least from a historic standpoint in the Big 12 this season. They're going to start off this weekend with Kody Bradford. He was the only regular starter in this rotation last year. He went 5-5 and had over a 5 ERA. That's awful. That's terrible. And to add on to that, 14 starts, he gave up 13 homers. That's almost 1 homer per start. Again, he had over a 5 ERA. He had a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. I'm a bit concerned if that's your ace. I don't think that's their ace, but here's a couple of guys who could be their ace, and this doesn't exactly strike confidence in me as well. Kyle Hill, they're both righties. Kyle Hill went 3-3 last year with a 2.98 ERA. Okay, that's pretty good. The problem is he never made a start. That's all in relief. Hayden Kettler, 3-0, 3.35 ERA, only made 4 starts last year. You're talking about a rotation that had 18 starts last season, and the one that had more starts than the 2 others combined. Again, 14 out of those 18 starts came from Kody Bradford, and he had over a 5 ERA. That is the troublesome here with Baylor. This is why I don't think they make the NCAA regionals this season. They got the offense, they've got the bullpen, but can their starting rotation get the job done? Can they last 6 innings? Are they going to be going to their bullpen ASAP every game, using it up? How often is Troy Montemayor going to be used? If he's going to be used 2 times every weekend at least, that's a lot of time spending with your closer. The starting rotation, they've got to get that up to speed. If their starting rotation cannot produce results, if they cannot get to at least 6, 7 innings, this team's not going to an NCAA regional. Again, I love the offense. Steve Rodriguez, no, he's going to replace Dotson. He's got this down. He's going to replace Dotson and Menard, no question about it. Can this starting rotation produce results? Can they put in quality starts? Doesn't have to be every weekend, but they have to manage at least a little bit. Season-wise, flipping to the non-conference, I like the game against Texas A&M in Frisco, the Frisco tournament against Cal and La Tech. Yeah, Cal, La Tech, they're okay. But Texas A&M, that's a quality team to face. Midweek games, home and home versus DBU. They're going to find some quality opponents in that. And they also go to UCLA. I love that series. They'll probably lose that series, but they'll get the experience fast. Again, Cameron Brock with Heartland College Sports. This has been your 2018 Baylor preview. Not a good outlook for the season, but it's a rebuilding year. Only a few seniors, and most of them are in your rotation. I love the future outlook for this team. Not this season, though. Cameron Brock, Heartland College Sports, 2018 Baylor preview. I'll see you again soon.